All right, welcome back to another episode of the A&T podcast. I'm Aiden,
I'm Tavius.
and we're actually back on our normal schedule, Mondays and Tuesdays, and then Thursdays. So not going to be as long. Kind of just go over the picks that we had, some news that has happened over the weekend, and then what we thought our teams did over the weekend. So first off, I want to get started with some college hoops. Got that going on starting today, and Purdue is already underway. Up 33-25, 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Any predictions this year,
I just want to put it out there as an apology. Me and Aiden, I think this was on camera. It might have been off camera. We were arguing about, is college basketball important this week? There's no good games, is what my argument was saying. And I want to retract that statement. I forgot that Texas plays Ohio State and Baylor plays Gonzaga today. So, I just want to retract that real quick.
A&M plays UCF with a UCF.
That's not going to be a good game.
A highly talented freshman class that came in.
UCF has no good freshmen on that team.
Mikey Williams?
Who?
Are you serious?
Don't know who Mikey Williams is.
Sorry, chat. Let it go.
No chat. I'm one of those homers that, how can I say it? When freshmen, rookies are ranked in the top 50 or top 100 players preseason, I have a real issue with that. They haven't done anything yet. So, unless UCF does something, I don't know nobody. I don't know nobody till they make me know somebody. Okay? As a wise man once said. But yeah, any predictions for the college season? I'm hopeful that Villanova comes back to prominence. Ever since Jay Wright retired, Neptune took over, and they've been pretty middling and disappointing, even though they have talent. Hope they come back to prominence. Want to hear a hot take? UConn three-peats.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think they are as dominant, but I think they get the job done. And
Interesting.
I think UConn three-peats. I think LSU makes the NIT, but it's a bubble team to make the tournament. And I think this year there are more Cinderellas than last year. I think there's going to be a lot more upsets. It's not going to be well, come March Madness time, my bracket's going to have a lot of upsets in it. I think talent has dispersed pretty evenly throughout all of college basketball, so it'll be interesting this year.
Yeah, I agree with that last statement. I do think that there are going to be a lot more upsets just because of the whole NIL deal and just we're getting into that more and more, and it's starting to grow and gain more knowledge. A lot of people are starting to go to different schools that can give them the money. So I do think that we're going to see a lot more upsets, not just this year, but the coming years as well. Any predictions for me? I do think that UConn is going to be a great team. I don't know if I see them pulling off the three-peat. I think Hurley is a great coach. I do like his coaching style to some extent. The only thing that I didn't like watching last year is him physically pushing his player and then acting like he didn't touch him. But clearly you saw the player move and he pushed him. But, I mean, I love the grit that he has and how hard he really works and how passionate he is. But I don't know, my early prediction is Duke is the team to watch out for. I think so far from seeing just the preseason stuff, which we'll see a little more tonight against the main team. Um, but right now I think they're all around covered at every position. But as the season goes on, obviously once they get into conference play, it's going to really tell. But I am interested to see how Flag does and just the whole team. I wasn't that high on the coach that replaced Coach K, but I think this team can kind of help his case. But yeah, we'll see. I think Purdue's going to be another solid team. Don't know if they're going to make it as far as they did last year. And then as for my Gators, I think we have a lot of potential. Did a lot of work in the transfer portal. So we are talented. I think we can put up a fight for winning conference and making it to the conference championship again after coming up short last year. That Auburn team is going to be good again this year. I am worried about them, but and then that Arkansas team, just because I don't know how they're going to be with Calipari. Kentucky's going to have to prove it to me. But yeah, I'm excited. This is probably my favorite time of the year. Whenever college basketball starts, we still have college football, NFL's still going, and NBA's going. Just two of my favorite sports nonstop. Just continue to roll. So we'll see.
Wait, how about this? Give Final Four predictions.
Early Final Four predictions. We'll do UConn, Duke, I really don't want to put Bama up there, but they do look strong. Of course, I want to say Florida, but I don't know if they can make it to the Final Four. I really like Baylor's coach, so I'm going to go Baylor. They get back to what they were a couple years ago. And then my last team. In between Indiana, because they got a lot of people from the transfer portal, and I just saw them. Kansas, but actually no.
Chat, he's taking too long.
Since it's early, I'll go Houston.
Sorry, we'll do preseason, midseason, and then we'll do our brackets. But right now, I think I'm liking UConn, Bama, Gonzaga, Baylor. I think Gonzaga playing a decently tough non-conference. It's going to be good for them. UConn's playing a decently tough non-conference. Baylor, decently tough non-conference. I think the teams challenging themselves non-conference, it's only going to set them up. Getting looks at these teams pre-tournament and pre-conference play allows for a lot of growth, and I think that's going to be necessary for this deep tournament we're going to have. But we'll see if my tune changes by mid-season, before conference play starts.
Yeah, got some games going on right now, and then these that you see right now are gonna start kicking off around that 7:30 mark. We'll have to to see if there's any games that we can make it out to this year. Stay tuned. But all that being said, now we will go on to NF.
Wait.
Oh.
Real quick. Calling it now. Elmhurst men's basketball is winning D3.
The whole thing?
The whole thing. Calling it.
Is it still in Fort Wayne? The championship?
It might be the last year.
Yeah. Then I think they're moving. Is it?
Out east.
That's what it is. For some reason, I thought it was going to be by college basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, our non-conference is looking pretty tough. We started with Wisconsin Lutheran, who's ranked 15th on Friday, and then we have a couple tournaments against ranked teams. And Wesleyan's predicted to win, but I'm not high on Wesleyan.
I think every time that they won the conference,
We beat them
ended up winning. Yeah.
We went in the tournament.
Yeah, so.
And the fact that we only lost to Trine by how much we did, and they won the whole thing, and we play Trine again this year. And I think we beat Trine. No, wait, I lied. We beat Trine in the regular season last year. They went on to win the whole thing, and we lost to Calvin, I think, in a tournament.
Yeah.
So that just shows you we're talented enough to beat the best team in the country. So we play them again this year, so it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how they're going to bounce back from losing some fifth-year seniors. Zip's not there anymore, who was really good with the board and kind of directing the big men and almost the offense whenever he got the ball up top. And then I'm sure Ocean is gone too. So, but they got Tegan back, so that's a good shooter.
And his brother, I think.
Yeah, so we'll see. If any of you guys are D3 fans, keep your eye out for the Blue Jays. But all right, now on over to NFL. Do you want to kick off your team first, or?
No, let's go through the week. I'll get to them when I get to them.
Okay.
Well, first off, we got the game tonight.
Yep.
We both picked Chiefs, but I don't know if I'm liking that pick. I'm not going to change it, but it's supposed to be raining. Anything can happen in the rain. I'm hoping, guys, if you're watching the game tonight, please pray that Patrick Mahomes gets less than 17 points. That'd be lovely. And someone else has to get less than 5. I forget who. Oh, Xavier Worthy. Hopefully Xavier Worthy doesn't get any catches or he fumbles. And Patrick Mahomes, they just run the football with Kareem Hunt. I appreciate that, guys.
We'll see. I don't think that's going to happen, even if it is going to be raining.
You're a hater.
Chiefs in prime time.
Yeah, but you haven't seen Bake in prime time. Yeah, you have.
And he lost to the Falcons.
A great game, though.
It was, but he still lost.
Yeah, there's a first for everything.
Yeah, there is. Texans Jets. What a game that was, huh? I was not impressed with the first half. I was like, man, this is awful. Aaron Rodgers and Devontae just didn't look like they were good, and then all of a sudden, he started going. Catch by Garrett Wilson was crazy. Was it a catch?
I was going to talk about this. It's crazy how hitting your same foot twice is only one.
Yep.
But same leg, same foot is 2.
One
Yes.
2 foot is not 2 feet, but one hand is 2 feet, one knee is 2 feet, and one butt cheek is 2 feet.
and a foot in the shin is 2 feet.
So you think he did catch it inbounds?
And I think 2 foot is a catch too. So George
Oh yeah, I
Pickens should have
agree.
been a catch.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I think he caught it. Great catch, not better than Odell's.
That catch and Ricky Pearsall's catch.
Ricky Pearsall's catch was not that impressive. Don't even. Dude,
As
you're such a
some,
homer.
no, I'm not. As being non-biased as I can be. Him catching the ball the way that he did and then getting hit and still catching the ball, easily one of the top catches that I've ever seen in my life.
Hey guys, if he had an LSU shirt on, it'd be a good
I would have
catch.
agreed.
Nah, it's a great catch. Don't get me wrong, but one of the best in college ever.
Catching the ball
No,
like this, your hand is moving with the ball. Yes. One-handed,
no,
yes.
it is not a top 10 catch in college football history. It's not top 50 for sure.
Top 10.
No, might be pushing 25.
Another one here that you'll make this one happy, and this will make you happy. Another one is Odell Beckham catching the kickoff, one-handed, going behind.
I mean, that's nice. It's cool, but like, I'm not counting that.
What?
It was not a catch in the terms of getting yards on
Counting,
offense.
but like I'm saying, like top 10 catches of my life that I've seen. That's up there. Those two are definitely in the top 10. Garrett Wilson's is in the top 10, but
I would say
not
that's more
higher than
aura.
those.
I would say Odell's is more like an aura, like top 10 aura moments. That's like just casual, like he's him, kind of things. Garrett's, I would say top 15, top 10 all time maybe, because contorting your body, then getting foot and shin down before going out is impressive.
Yeah, it's tough. It's hard because I've only seen a couple clips of his knee. I've seen the catch multiple times, but like actually seeing an angle to seeing his knee and his shin, to me it's hard because like the shin. At what point do you count in and what point do you count out, right? But I'm glad that they gave it to him. I'm glad that it counted. It's something cool and it's something that he definitely deserved for making the catch. But like I mean, you kind of brought up like 2 foot isn't 2 feet, and like it's just like a foot and a shin counts. But if you drag 1 foot out of bounds, it doesn't count, right? So I don't know. It's just different. Like I said, I enjoyed the catch. I'm glad that they did count it a touchdown. Realistically, not sure if it should have, if it was in or out. But great catch, great ball. Jets look good in the second half. See if they can keep that up. Moving on to this week. Yeah. Cowboys Falcons.
I don't know if you saw the news today, but Dak is out multiple weeks.
Hamstring.
So there goes their season. But yeah, not totally surprised by this result. Atlanta looked solid throughout the game. Dak and the Cowboys couldn't capitalize. Yeah, I think overall Cowboys are underwhelming. Falcons are winning games they need to. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a tough year in the NFL when the Cowboys suck because it's like there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll see how they can bounce back without having Dak. See if they can try to squeak out some games. If not, it'll just be terrible Cowgirls. Dolphins Bills. Bills won a lot on the game-winning field goal. Dolphins put up a fight. Bills came out on top.
Great game.
Bengals Raiders. we both said that this was a must-win for the Bengals, and they did exactly what they should have. Chargers, Browns.
Joe Burrow's not that good, according to Aiden.
Not true. Check
Yeah, that's
our
what he
last
said.
Video.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Nope. Yeah, Chargers, Browns. Chargers went in there and handled business.
I expected the Browns to show a little bit more fight
So
in general, and it's kind of disappointing. Guess Cleveland's going to Cleveland.
Yep.
Chargers, they're playing their brand of football. They have an identity, and they might be a sneaky team in AFC West. They might give the Chiefs some run. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. Pats, Titans went into OT. Two not very good teams playing each other. I was shocked to see the Titans win, but
I wasn't, I guess, shocked. I knew it would be a close game. Drake May's last play on that touchdown, pretty impressive.
yeah.
And then just to follow that up with taking a shot, not seeing the other corner or safety, getting undercut, pretty easy pick. Tough way to end that game, but if Drake May could have led that comeback and that touchdown in OT, man, headlines would be different today. But
Yeah.
I mean, I guess much needed one for the Titans. I guess battle for first pick.
Yeah. That's tough. I watched a little bit of the overtime, and the Titans were driving. They were just running the ball and running the ball and running the ball. It's like, well, I mean, there's really not much that they can do. Got Rudolph and Levis, who Levis was supposed to be a pretty good quarterback, and now they're going to Rudolph, who's been a backup forever. I don't know. Titans got some searching to do. That's either in the draft or trades or what, but we'll see. Commanders, Giants.
Closer game than I expected, but Commanders are probably going to win the NFC East. Kind of crazy to say.
Yeah. Jaden Daniels is playing ball. And then the Giants, they're just the Giants. Same old Giants.
The
All right.
fact that they're 0-5, it's kind of crazy.
Now the game you've been waiting for, which you picked correctly against your Saints. I believed in your Saints.
I mean, I did too. We should have won this game. Look. I don't know. It's like defense plays good, offense plays bad. Offense plays good, defense plays bad. I don't understand it. I think it was at this point, it was like Saints kind of just, the players aren't going to say it, but it just feels as if they lost this game to get DA out of there. I agree with the decision to let DA go. Great DC, just hasn't had a good track record as a head coach. I already said who I wanted to come in, interview for the job, but, I think we should use this time to evaluate talent, see who can actually play, who can't, and I guess put on tape for the next coach. See if you earn your spot on the team next year. I know trade deadline's tomorrow. I doubt we're going to trade people. If we do, I'd be shocked. But I think we need to finally enter a full rebuild instead of put our salary cap in the dungeon and keep signing these old guys. I think full rebuild, and then we'll see though. But if I was a Saints player, I'd still fight for the playoffs. I mean, they win 8 straight, they go 10-7, chance at the playoffs. So I mean, think that's the mentality you should have, but we'll see. I mean, we got a big game against the Falcons. You know, it's always testy and intense. It's Falcons week, Falcons hate week, so go one week at a time. But we should try to get some draft capital for sure. But
what if you guys brought in Vrabel?
I think Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn, Vrabel. I think that'd be a nice 3 potential. I don't think Bobby Slowick, coordinator for the Texans, no. I saw some people say Belichick. I don't know how I feel about that. He's pretty old.
I
don't know
thought
if
of
he
that
actually
too,
wants
but
to
I
do
didn't.
that.
I don't think that that'd be a good fit for him
No.
or you guys, to be honest.
Some people might say Gruden. And I don't know if I'd like that either.
Yeah, I feel like he is a good coach, but like, I just think that him and Belichick, I feel like are in the same kind of spot. I don't think that'd be a good fit for you guys. I don't think that'd be a good fit for him. I do see Vrabel coming in there and adding some of that like spunk that you guys need.
Him or Aaron Glenn?
Yeah, I feel like I like Vrabel. I thought he was really good with the Titans. He just happened to not go his way there, and I think that a lot of people didn't give him a chance. Whenever he obviously I think he's a good coach, and I think he can bring you guys back. But Glenn's also a good option. But yeah, I don't know. You guys got a lot of thinking to do. Like you said, I mean, you guys could make a push for the playoffs, but there's a lot of work to be done. You guys showed it at the very beginning of the season, and then kind of just feel like usually at this point you're rolling or stumbling, and you guys are definitely stumbling. If you guys could get that turned around and really buckle down, I think you guys would be all right. But a lot of work to be done. Got another tall task this week with the Falcons, who are playing some pretty good ball. So we'll see. Wait for your prediction and thoughts on that on Thursday. Broncos, Ravens. This one I wasn't really shocked about.
I was.
Really
I
thought
didn't
it was gonna be
expect the
closer.
Ravens to blow them out.
I did. Ravens have been playing some pretty good ball. Eagles, Jags. Do we want to talk about what happened in that game?
Top 10 play of all time.
Agreed. How? No clue. But it happened. And I was talking to my buddy at work. I said, there's... Not that I was thinking this. Well, one of them I was. But if you came up to me and told me that I would have seen in my lifetime Vandy beat Bama and somebody backwards hurdling somebody, I'd have been like, you're nuts. In the same year? No.
Yeah. That's
Crazy.
highly impressed.
Yeah, like, that's just the awareness and the height that he got up was insane.
Honestly, give him NFL MVP. Based off that.
So, solely on that play.
What was your MVP moment? You pull up that clip. Checks out.
That is funny that you say that, because whenever I saw that, I'm like, best running back of all time.
No shot.
I was just kidding, but like, it'd be funny. But yeah, Bears, Cardinals.
I think if you saw a high schooler do that,
Yeah.
automatic 5 stars.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, imagine you're a coach, you're turning on film, someone just sent you backwards hurdle first clip. Offer this guy. We need him.
Yeah. Where is he? Book a flight.
Yeah.
Or we're
gonna go in person visit.
Cardinals Bears. Tough one for the Bears. No touchdowns. Only field goals.
And 1/4.
And, yeah, literally. Just a second. Cardinals did what they did. They beat the Bears. I saw that there was actually a lot of Bears fans there just to see no touchdowns from the Bears.
Yeah, they got some stuff to figure out on offense.
Oh, yeah.
I think better scheme such play calling is needed. Too talented of an offense not to score touchdowns with the weapons they have.
Agreed.
But Cardinals probably gonna be an NFC West contender, playing some pretty good ball.
Lions Packers. Thought this was going to be a little closer. Thought it was going to come down to the wire, to be honest. But I mean, the Lions are on fire right now, and honestly look like one of the best team in the league. In my
Don't say
eyes.
that.
I mean, that's what they look like. I don't agree with it, but
See.
I can't say I don't agree with it because I do. But it's not that I like it. I have nothing against the Lions, but I just
You know, I am slowly starting to become a Lions hater.
yeah.
Mainly because everyone keeps saying how good they are and they're gonna make the Super Bowl. And I'm a firm believer. And based off Dan Campbell's coaching style, they will not make the Super Bowl.
Why?
Just dumb decisions. In the sense of there's one thing to be aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
And taking that to the next level is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And
Being too aggressive turns into being for it to be like stupidity almost, right?
yeah, it's like, I guess, example, 4th and goal on the 5, going for it. And I was getting into this debate with my boys. It's only a stupid decision if it doesn't work. I wholeheartedly disagree with that. 4th and 5, right? Or 4th and goal from the 5. They're able to draw Green Bay offsides. Half the distance to the goal, then they score the next play. You might be looking like, oh wow, Dan Campbell's aggressive style paid off and it's a great decision. I say that's a bad decision. Just because it works out doesn't make it a good decision. Now, something like that in the playoffs, where you're not going to get a team that's going to jump off sides in that situation. You're going to get a team that's more disciplined, more sound in their responsibilities. This aggressive style won't win you games when it matters most. I wholeheartedly agree. Now, it doesn't go to say, like, if a coach decides to risk it, like in the biggest game where, like, the Eagles pull out, like, a Philly special, right? Mm-hmm. It's aggressive. It's risky. But I would say that was a good decision because no one's seen that play before. If you execute it, it's going to work. Mm-hmm. Now, if they didn't get that, I'd still say it's a good decision. But, yeah, it's like, if it's a good decision, if it doesn't work, like, that's what a good decision is. Even if it doesn't work, it's still a good decision. Like, if you went for a field goal in that scenario, fourth and goal from the 5, and you missed it, you're not going to sit there and say, oh, you should have went for the touchdown.
Yeah.
Right? But in that situation, it's 4th and goal from the 5, and you go for the touchdown, you don't get it. Everyone's going to say you should have went for the field goal.
Yeah.
That's what makes a decision good or not.
Yeah.
But if you make a bad decision but it works out, then it works out, I guess. But
so, question for you then, because I know that a lot of this year I've heard a lot of like going towards like the analytics, right? Would you be more of an analytics coach or would you be more of a game coach? So, kind of feeling how the game is going, regardless of what analytics say.
you go with how you feel, and it also depends on how you prepped for the week.
Mm-hmm.
Like understanding, like it's 4th and 2 on the 50. First drive of the game, you don't need to go for that,
Right.
right? But like, let's say it's yeah. I think time and place in the game is very important. It also depends on how confident you are in your defense, how confident you are in your offense.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. I mean,
I
I'm
think
the same
definitely you
way.
need to be. I think you definitely need to be lean 60-40 on aggressive conservativeness.
Mm-hmm.
And I think analytics has its place in allowing coaches to be more aggressive, which I think is good in general. Because that's something I would be. I would be more of an aggressive coach. And I know you might think, wow, you're a hypocrite. You'd be an aggressive coach, but you're crapping on Dan Campbell. I think 60-40, 65-35 is a perfect range to be in. Dan Campbell's 95-5. And that's a little too much. But that's my thoughts on it. But like, if you see on the analytics it's 4th and 6 based off where you're at, go for it. Like, no, what are you
Yeah.
talking about?
No, I'm the same way. I think analytics can help you, but at the same time, like to me, then you're getting out of like football, and you're getting more into like statistics and like sure everybody can say that numbers don't lie and everything, but like where did you get
They
those
don't they don't
numbers?
tell the whole story either.
Right. Where did you get those numbers? You got them from previous games or whatever, right? So I'm a firm believer on you judge your decision based on the game and how your team is playing, regardless of, hey, analytics say it's 4th and 3, you should go for it. Always, you should never punt. But like you said, if it's your first drive, second drive, defense stop them, why risk it? Just go ahead and keep like trust in your defense, get your offense back on the sideline, go over things that you missed, so that way in the next drive you have another. You can go out there more prepared. You can make adjustments. Like I don't know. That's just something that I've seen a lot of analytics kind of getting thrown around, especially at the beginning of the season, like especially with NFL. It's kind of just like you see it in the little corner, and it's like analytics say go for it, stats say go for it. And it's like good for them.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. I'm not. Is the analytics going to
Uh,
tell me that I'm winning a Super Bowl or what? Like I don't know. At the end of the day, no matter what numbers that you have going into it, you still have to place the ball down, and your team has to be better than the other team for one play, for multiple drives. So like it's not like analytics didn't say that Saquon Barkley was going to hurl somebody backwards. Like that's at the end of it's somebody that it's your dogs versus their dogs, and who's going to show up. So
yeah, and something analytics doesn't take into consideration is our emotions, momentum swings, confidence. Like, and plus, it's not end all be all. Like,
right,
everything's a chance to either go your way or not. Like, yeah, I don't know. It just
yeah.
people harp on it too much. I think there is a place for it, and it's useful,
Yeah.
but it shouldn't be end all be all.
No, absolutely, and I agree with that as well because like if you need to look at those analytics from the last game to see common trends, to see like that kind of stuff. But whenever it's game time, I think sure it can help you a little bit, but I don't know. That's my 2 cents. Rams Seahawks. Rams got last second touchdown, one-handed snag in the end zone from a Florida Gator alum, but got the win over the Seahawks in OT.
Yeah, Seahawks are the model of inconsistency, so they got some figuring out to do. And JSN just completely screwed me over in a couple of weeks. Like, dude, throw the ball to Tyler Lockett. Golly.
And then lastly, the Colts and the Vikings. Thoughts on this game?
Boring.
At
Vikings are a pretender. Putting it out there. Not
So
going to go far in the playoffs. Calling it out.
for the Colts, thoughts on what they should do?
Couple more games, roll out Flacco, and then it's like Flacco's not going to bring you to the playoffs.
No.
Like people keep saying, this is why Flacco should be starting because he has his moments and whatnot. There's a reason why Flacco didn't have a job. Like same reason why Andy Dalton comes and everyone's harping on, wow, Bryce Young might have been the problem. Then they lose like 4 straight.
Yeah.
They don't look good. It's like there's a reason why these backups were backups.
Yeah.
And sure, if you like need to teach someone a lesson and prove a point, all right, start the veteran for a couple games, allow the player to see it from a different perspective, the field and all that. But at the end of the day, Anthony Richardson, who you banked on as your franchise quarterback, all right, get him in there after a couple games and and then you'll see how it plays out. But they weren't gonna start Flacco the rest of the year. There's no shot.
Yeah. I agree with that. And I think so. Watching the game yesterday, it was just very kind of just like not frustrating because I'm not a Colts fan, but like for a football fan, just kind of just watch and like Flacco threw an interception and there was like no emotion on his face, not like I need to do better or like he wasn't upset or anything. Like he threw an interception and literally walked off the field like, and it's like.
I mean, a lot of quarterbacks do it. Some people
No.
are just stoic and emotional.
Right, but and then he sits on the bench with like his head back, and it's just like I'm like, and I get it. Like he's old, he's played a lot of football, and he's seen like so much. But at the same time, like if you're hurting your team's chances of winning, like they didn't have one single snap inside of their 20, the whole game. And like I get it. Like if you were trying to teach Anthony Richardson a lesson, I agree with that. But to just sit there and like watch, like it hurt to watch because like the Colts defense was doing pretty good, and they would get a sack, they would get a turnover, and then turn around and Flacco would throw an interception, or everything would just be late and it would just not like quick 3 and out, and defense has to run back out there. Like again, if you're teaching AR a lesson, then put in Ellinger. Like really set the tone. Like, yeah, Flacco's not doing it for us. What you did was wrong, so we're gonna go with this way. But then come back and kind of do it. Like for me, I would have switched out quarterbacks after I think the second interception, and then I think Sam Darnold threw an interception right after that. I wouldn't have gone back to Flacco. I would have gone to either AR and said, hey, listen, let's go, or gone to Ellinger and just rode him out. But I don't know. It's interesting. I'm interested to see how they kind of take it, if they're going to roll with Flacco for the rest of the year or if they're going to give AR another chance. A lot of people are saying that he wants out of Indianapolis. I don't know if that's a good move. It can be, can't not be, but I don't know. A lot of people are saying that he needs to go to Vegas, but don't know if that's a good spot for him.
I think he just wants out of the system. I think probably, but we'll see. I mean, he's a Florida quarterback, so they don't have a good track record in the league, so it's whatever.
One Florida quarterback did make it to a Super Bowl. Just like your LSU quarterbacks.
Who's the one quarterback made to the Super Bowl?
Grossman.
Okay.
Technically, Cam Newton did go to Florida.
No. Urban Meyer didn't want him.
Another technically, Kyle Trask was on the team for Tampa Bay whenever they went.
He is a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Before Joe Burrow. I called that one. I did call that one. I said he'd get a ring before Joe Burrow.
Yeah, from the mountains of the bench. But
Hey, a ring is still a ring.
hey, I mean, I guess
All
someone's got to
right.
throw to. Someone's got to play quarterback on the scout team.
Huh? As long as he got a ring. Still made my statement true. Got a ring before Burrow.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to our college picks and underdogs. All right. Let's see here. So, Tavius, you had a great weekend in college. Oh wait, to go back to NFL, we tied, regardless of who wins tonight. We are both 11-4, 11-3,
Uh-huh.
11-3. So we both have the Chiefs. So if they win, we're 12-3. If they lose, we're 11-4. So tied on that end, but we did not tie in college football. You had a great weekend. Starting with underdogs, go ahead and remind everybody of the picks. You had South Carolina, Louisville, Houston, Florida, and Texas Tech. You made me eat my words. I said you would never get another ×2 pick. Here you are. You have 2 ×2 picks this
I
season.
thought I had 3.
No,
James
Yeah.
Madison.
that wasn't your ×2 pick.
That wasn't. Hmm.
Against North Carolina? No. You have Vandy and then Texas Tech for this week.
Guys, Aiden might not get one. Or did you get one?
I did not.
Yeah. See, guys, just listen to Tavius. That's what you really need to do.
Yeah. Listen to Tavius.
Guys, chat, you just gotta understand, there's just trends you just have to recognize. Teams play worse after a huge game. They teams don't have as strong a culture anymore to be grounded and winning big. Shifting to this NIL era, teams aren't sticking through tough times together. So the highs are really high and lows are really low. So just teams are on upset watch now after huge emotional wins. And also, some teams just aren't as good as you think they are. Iowa State, not that good of a football team. The Big 12 isn't that good of a conference.
Reed?
That's why they're going to lose first round of the playoffs. And whether it's BYU, Colorado, or whoever it is, they just don't play good comp throughout the conference schedule. So when they play good teams, they're going to suffer, and their teams themselves aren't that good. It's not that hard, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why Aiden hasn't picked up on this yet. I'm trying to help him out, but
Okay. We're going to talk all this. We were tied before this week.
yeah, now I have a 4-game lead.
Okay. And just like that, you can lose it.
You're not going 5-1.
I love the doubters. Keep coming.
Yeah. I
I
already
also
know who
never
you're
thought
gonna
that I
pick.
would go 13-1 for NFL, but guess who did that? Guess who didn't?
Hey,
So, we'll see.
the only comp that matters right now is underdog picks, and you're losing by quite a margin now. And after this next week, you're gonna see another 5-1 performance.
Okay. Somebody clip that.
It's just I have it down now.
Better not go 1-5.
I am definitely gonna minimum go 3-3. Minimum.
You said 5-1.
I know. That's what I pick, but it's not gonna be below 3-3. I know that for certain. You're probably gonna go 2-4.
Okay.
So
But you did go 5-1 last week. I went 1-5. I had Pitt, Vandy, TCU, Arkansas, and Michigan. Yeah, tough one. But so that brings the total to Tavius is 20-38, and I am 16-42.
Dang, you haven't even hit 20 yet? Dang, Aiden, come on.
Just hit 20. Relax. All right, moving over to our picks. Any other? Well, we'll just kind of go through the slate. Again, before you get upset, this is not from the list here. This is on how we picked it from times of the game. All right, so Boise State, San Diego State. Obviously, Boise State got that one. Ohio State, Penn State. Thoughts on that game?
Penn State's gonna Penn State. I don't get it. I don't know. It's like their goal line offense, that one drive in the mid fourth to tie the game. Just questionable play calling. Yeah, it's just it doesn't make sense why they can't just beat Ohio State.
Yeah. Last time that they did was what, 2016?
No.
I think so.
I guess that was 8 years ago or something like that, maybe.
Which is crazy.
But I don't know. It's quite concerning. I think you have to really consider firing James Franklin. You just can't get it done.
Did you see the clip after the game?
How about him talking to the fan?
And he was listening to him, and then he goes, "What's your name?" And the dude goes, "I don't need to know my name." He goes, "No, if you're gonna speak, be a man about it." I have a lot of respect for that. Just because a lot of coaches, you don't do that. You don't usually give fans the time of day, and that's why they say what they say. And he stopped and wanted to talk about it, and fan turned away.
No, I don't give him respect for that because you understand. You have to understand at a certain point. Fans, a lot of them are cowards, especially college kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like you saw the thing with Jason Kelsey.
Yeah.
Like people giving him props for that. Why are you giving him props for losing control of his emotions?
Yeah.
Why are you giving James Franklin props for losing control of his emotions?
I don't think he lost control. He just stood there and listened. It wasn't like he yelled at him or anything.
No, but generally, coaches don't respond to fans
That's
that
true.
they're hearing chirping at them.
Yeah.
So, like, okay, you prove that this 20-year-old college kid is a coward.
Yeah.
Okay, so what? Like,
That's a good point.
I don't know. Like, people are just going to talk, and you have to drown the noise out. And I know people aren't perfect. They have a lapse in judgment, but giving him credit for doing something like that, like, no, you don't give people credit for that. You don't give people credit.
Jason Kelsey did. He did have a apology.
Meant nothing.
Well, I'm just saying it did literally just happen not too long ago.
He had to give an apology to keep his job.
Yeah, because he's gonna be.
So,
on
like,
TV
that
now.
apology doesn't mean anything. Like, pay for the dude's phone. Yeah, it is what it is. Like, dude, like, who cares what some kid has to say about your
Yeah.
brother's relationship?
Is there a line that a fan can cross, like the guy pushing Jason Kelsey?
Well, he was trying to get his phone, and Jason Kelsey had it.
No, this was after.
Yeah, he slammed it walking away.
Yeah,
And
but
he-
then he
he-
kept walking, and then
Jason Kelsey bent over to grab something. I'm assuming is his phone. We can't see because there's people in the way.
that's true.
But he's trying to push him so he can get his phone.
That's not the clip that I saw.
That's
But-
the angle I saw. But either way, like, yeah, that goes too far. Like,
Yeah.
of course. But that shouldn't have got to that situation anyway.
Right, I agree.
So it's like, I don't know. And plus, you also have to think of it from a standpoint like you have too much to lose by
Yeah,
losing your emotions. Like, that college kid is going to have class this day and has a story to tell his friends.
right.
Whereas you have millions of dollars and your job on the line for doing stuff like that.
Right. But keep going down the line. Duke, Miami looked like it was going to be a game, and then Miami kind of just pulled away. Miami's looking good. Ole Miss, Arkansas. Ole Miss handled business. Army Air Force. Army's still undefeated. Minnesota, Illinois. You said it before, and I agreed. Illinois should not have been ranked, and they just proved it. Oregon, Michigan. Oregon walked in there and made it their big house and walked out.
I would say Oregon looks like the best team in college football.
Right now.
From where they started, they've
Yeah.
shown improvement, and this improvement is dominating teams.
Yep.
Whereas Georgia and Ohio State looked like it from the jump, but they've shown some pretty big holes. This Oregon team's not showing many holes right now.
Yeah. I agree. And then Florida, Georgia. Man. Chat. Tavius already knows what I'm about to say. Florida would have won this game if Tavius wouldn't have said anything. We were up. It was fun. Just scored after the INT from Carson Beck. I look down at my phone. Y'all got a chance. Next play. DJ Lagway out. Hamstring. 2 of our safeties out. Injury. Quarterback comes in. Turnover. All after that, I got that text. It was something like magical just happened. And I'm going to blame Tavius for that. No, but it's just, it was just crazy. I thought it was funny. I got the text and I was just like, man, that's nuts that you just said that and everything just starts going downhill.
That was bad timing. I thought about not texting you, and then
I was going to say something to you about it, but then I was like, don't want to jinx it, don't want to jinx it. And then you sent it and I was like, he jinxed it.
yeah.
But no, in all seriousness, we did look good. Defenses looked good. Ever since we made the change to putting Armstrong down on the field, which I thought we should have done a lot sooner, our defenses looked good. I've been impressed with our defense. I was really impressed with how we started off the game. DJ looked good. He looked comfortable. He looked ready. And then, of course, he got. They're saying that it's soft tissue in his hamstring. He's not ruled out for this week. I honestly.
Did they bring out the cart for him?
Yeah.
And y'all want to call it a soft tissue hamstring?
Yeah, they thought that it was going to be a lot worse, but after getting the MRI, it's just something that he can rehab, and they don't know if he's going to play this week, but he's not ruled out yet. So it's we'll see.
Man, they better save him up for the Florida game.
LSU game.
Yeah, no, I want to see. I want to see a good game. If you don't play, we're blowing them out. So
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I was getting ready to say. I would rather him sit this game and then come back against LSU.
And it gives you a great chance to see the true freshman get some tick. Because DJ Lagway's going to transfer. Yeah, no, DJ Lagway's going to transfer.
No, he's not.
So you get to see this true freshman get some tick, see what you got.
No. But no, I think if honestly, and I texted you this after, and you say I always say it, but I do think that if DJ would have stayed in the game, he would have brought a whole different asset to the offense, and Georgia didn't have an answer for him. And the fact that we had it tied with a backup, no. But even
you act like y'all had like 30 points. Y'all had 13 points by halftime.
And if DJ stayed in the game, we would have probably scored before then.
Okay.
You saw the touchdown that Menzel caught. Nobody was by him. We would have just had another goal.
Yeah, that's more Georgia's fault than DJ's great play.
That's what I just said. Georgia didn't have an answer.
What do you mean didn't have an answer? They busted one coverage.
Who knows? It would have been more.
And if Carson Beck wasn't playing like an absolute bum, they would have beat you by more points.
He only played like a bum in the first half. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we would have capitalized off of all of those interceptions.
What are you talking about?
He only had all of his interceptions were in the were in the first half, and that's what I'm saying.
Exactly. If he
we
wasn't
would have
playing like an
capitalized on it.
absolute bum, y'all would have been losing by halftime.
But it didn't happen. But I do believe that we would have had a lot better success in the offense.
Aiden likes to operate from a space of delusion, chat. So
No, it's just the way that the game was playing, how the game was playing. Georgia had problems with our offense.
I just
Couldn't
wanna
stop
put
the
it out
run.
there.
What?
Did you already talk about Duke Miami?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
I want to put this out there, guys. Cam Ward should not win the Heisman. And I just want to put that out there. Continue.
Interesting. Now I forgot what I was gonna say. But whenever we put Aiden Warren in, it's 2nd and 7. Why are we throwing a deep ball for his first play against Georgia? Doesn't make sense for me. We already had the run established. Go ahead and run. Who cares if we lose 1 or 2 yards? Just get him one snap underneath his belt to kind of just get one out of his way and then go from there. But no, we had a long ball to the right side of the field, and I get it. You trust in his arm, but just not a good play call from my standpoint. But we'll see how we are. We'll see how the week goes and see if DJ is ready to go for Texas. It's going to be where his hometown, or not. I don't know how close he is from Austin, but I know he's from Texas, so I know that he's going to be itching to get back out there. But rather be safe than sorry. So there's a couple wins that we could sneak out with if our defense continues to play the way that they are. But we'll see. Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, y'all are an average football team, so
All right.
it's all right. TJ Lagway's going to transfer. Billy Napier should be fired. Yeah,
That's crazy.
dude, it's y'all just aren't good enough. At the end of the day,
See, and it's just hard. We can save it, but I think a lot of people are kind of just looking at the win-loss column, and which is respectable, but it's also the hardest college football schedule in history.
it's only the hardest football schedule in history because you're not a good football team.
Not true.
Very true.
No. But Texas Tech, Iowa State. Texas Tech won. You already mentioned it. Iowa State just wasn't that good of a team, and you knew it. So Indiana, Michigan State. Indiana is looking pretty good.
They're looking pretty good, but we'll see when they play Ohio State if they're the real deal.
I believe that they're top 10 now.
Yep.
Let's see. A&M and South Carolina. Both picked South Carolina for that game. We knew that. Well, I knew that South Carolina is a hard place to play at home. A&M
I didn't think they get beat by 24. I didn't think A&M would get beat by 24.
No, I didn't either. Well, pick 6 that happened, and then they came down and scored another one. So, another one. Louisville and Clemson. Louisville came out and won. Shocked me.
That's a bad look for Clemson.
Yep, that shocked me. Let's see, Kentucky, Tennessee. Kentucky looked like they were almost going to pull it up, but then Tennessee got it. Tennessee's got some not answering, but they got some things to iron out before they go up against Georgia. Pitt, SMU. SMU handled business.
Pitt looked awful.
They did. Vandy, Auburn. Vandy handled business. The quarterback is undefeated against Freeze, so that's kind of funny. TCU Baylor got the win. USC and Washington got the win. That is not looking like a good loss to you guys, but you guys are doing fine in the SEC, so I don't think it's going to affect you guys that much as long as you guys don't lose again, besides in 2 weeks. But Arizona UCF smacked them. I remember, it was by a lot. 56-12. Definitely thought we were going to see a better Arizona, but
Their quarterback sucks.
yeah. Arizona State, OK State. Arizona State came out on top, and then Purdue and Northwestern got the dub. So, out of all those picks, Tavius, you finished 16-5, and I finished 11-10. So, all right.
Hey,
Just have to do better next week.
which you won't.
Don't break your chair.
Only thing I'm breaking is records.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, that's about it for this episode. Had a pretty good weekend. Got another good weekend coming up. Talk a little more on predictions and things of that nature here on Thursday or whenever we get that one out to you. Got some exciting stuff happening this week. Got Monday Night Football tonight. Got start of college basketball. So we'll kind of recap what's all been going on that week thus far for college basketball. NBA is still rocking. NHL is too. And then college football. Obviously, we're starting to get towards the end of that to kind of see who's going to be in the top 12. But another thing that we're getting close to is the travel down to Gainesville. So I know we haven't really talked about it much on here. We kind of left some hints, but me and Tavius and our other buddy Zach will be taking a road trip next week on Thursday night to go down to Gainesville. We'll be down there Friday, Saturday, and then kind of heading back up on Sunday. But let us know what you guys want to see from that. We'll probably touch on it some more before we head down there, but probably get a little live action going on down there. Make a little picks, kind of talk about halftime and stuff. But yeah, let us know what you guys want to see, and we'll start adding it to the list. And got any good food spots down there? Let us know. Love to try some new spots, new food.
Eat some gator,
Yeah. Could.
Because we're going to eat them off the field and on the field.
That's kind of crazy.
How's that crazy? Dude,
But,
why are you like this?
But thank you for watching another one. Again, go ahead, like, subscribe, let us know. I'm Aiden. And we'll catch you on another one. Peace.